Think we're in the green. Can you guys see me? Hey, can you guys hear me? Oh, can you guys see me? Hey, hey, you guys! Can y'all see and hear me? Okay, good. Hey. Okay, good. I'm live. We're in the green. Okay, so we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. I don't sound like a robot, right? I sound good. Sound like, good old T. Okay, good, good. I hope you guys are doing good today. I wasn't feeling too well yesterday, so I was just trying to lay down, get some sleep. I was on some pain meds, just trying to get better. So today I feel a little bit better, so I want to stream. Thank you guys. I look good. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. Tony Hotep says, I hope y'all got Lysol. Ooh, why's your last name Hotep? Because you know we about to drag some Hoteps. Thank you for the super chat, sis. I appreciate it. So it's been crazy. We have about 873 people in here. I won't start till we get to 1,000. So I hope you guys are doing good. It's been nuts the last few days. I am feeling better. I just had to take some time off to just kind of just relax and calm down and, get some sleep. But yesterday, while I wasn't feeling too good, I got a call like at 1 o'clock in the morning randomly by a celebrity stylist. And this celebrity stylist, I've known them off and on for, a while now. And they said they just couldn't take it anymore as far as just the information out there. And they were, following a lot of my posts. And so they feel like at times they can't talk to like their celebrity friends or even, their regular friends about certain things. So they decided to call me out the blue at 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, you know me, honey. I was looking at the phone like, who the hell's number is this? So I answered and it was that person. I was like, okay, what's up? What's going on? I'm always, curious about shit. And so, we just got to talking. But long story short, we ended up on the phone for about 2 hours. And we just talked about a lot of stuff. We both, I think, got out like a lot of anxiety, a lot of fears. We agreed on so much stuff. It was just a really good, fun dialogue. And thank you so much for calling me, even though it was late as hell, but they live in LA. So for them, it wasn't that late, but they forget I'm here in the Midwest. So it was one. So we were on the phone for 2 hours and it was just a really good conversation, and I bring that up to say this. Oh, okay, KK and Beyond, thanks for the super chat. She says, you are giving me Vampirina. Okay, Vampirina teas. Hey, I'm on my goth shit. So I bring that up to say this. So many times we talk about the essential workers in the Midwest, on the East Coast, down south, just the regular man and woman, the grocery store workers, the cashiers, people who have to go to work. And we forget that there's a section of the population, especially in LA, they're not getting no income right now. And I feel really bad. Like Hollywood right now is really suffering. And I've been hearing from a few of my other friends in LA. There's no background work. All production is shut down. Movies, music videos, everything. So while we can look at these celebrities and say, well, we don't feel bad for you. Go boohoo and be bored in your $1 million mansion with your lakeside view. Let's not forget that their team is not living that trife life. And, they were just letting me know that ever since everything in the industry closed down on March 1st, they have not received a paycheck. And so right now they're looking to sell a lot of their items, just to make sure they have income coming in. So it's real. It's real. Did my stream just get cut off? Did my stream cut off? Like my page just disappeared. Oh, hell no. They booted me? Let me refresh. Okay, can y'all see me? Okay, YouTube, we're not gonna have that today. Let me do my shit. Why did they just boot me off? Can y'all see me? Am I back? Can y'all see me? Okay. Y'all see me. Okay, good. I don't know what that was about. I just happened to look over and I see my stream was gone. Okay, we're not gonna have a repeat of 2 weeks ago when they kept sending everybody to Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, so like I was saying, a lot of people are being affected by this shutdown. Even people in LA, a lot of these celebrities, they have teams. They have, hairstylists and fashion stylists and all that stuff. They are all out of work, just like people who do regular jobs. So I just want to say that, we want to keep them lifted in prayer as well. And hopefully everything will get back right. But, a lot of these celebrities are not technically looking out for, their favorite hairstylists or makeup artists. Don't get it twisted. If they can't go nowhere, why would they pay them? A lot of publicists are also out of work right now. Managers too. So this is having a big effect on the economy. This is having a big effect on people's pockets. And I know even a lot of people in LA are really nervous because they're like, so many people are either not at work because they're not considered essential workers, or they're having to work. But you guys know LA is the type of city when shit gets, when shit gets real, they riot. That's what LA damn does. So a lot of people are very nervous and hoping that all of this stuff will end soon so people don't get desperate and start rioting. So yeah, it's really sad. Let me see here. Nina Perez sent a super chat. She says, I'm a phlebotomist. I live in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm loving the info that you put out. Wait, hold on. I started watching you at 14. I'm 19 now. Thank you so much, Nina, for the super chat. And I'm so glad that you've been here for that long, and congrats on being a phlebotomist. You guys are very much appreciated, especially good one, honey. When you got bad veins. So thank you so much. Night Guy. What's up, Night Guy? He says, T, can I be a mod on this account instead of Quindino? And by the way, you look fine as hell. Damn, you looking yummy. LOL. Hey, T Sippers. Hey, Aliyah. Yeah, let me go ahead and mod you with this account. Okay. That's Quindino, you guys. I guess he done switched names, honey. Okay. You're a mod. You're good. Thank you. Nate the Great says, hey T, you may not remember me, but Kellen video message with me in it during our trip in Kenya. Nice to catch your streams. Oh, I do remember. He was in Kenya and he hit me up and he's like, you have a tea sipper here in Kenya that wants to talk to you. And I got on the stream. Yes, I remember you. Thank you so much for coming through, and thanks for the super chat. It's always awesome. I have tea sippers everywhere. Even the mainstream media, y'all punk asses are tea sippers, but y'all don't want to give me no props, but we see through the BS. If y'all don't know, let's talk about this real quick. Okay, so you guys all know Cardi follows me. Every now and then she'll comment on random posts or, like stuff, whatever. And so I did a post the other day about the tiger in the Bronx who caught coronavirus. Yes, a tiger in the Bronx caught coronavirus. And so a lot of us were like, first of all, y'all don't even have enough tests to test human beings. Why the hell are y'all, testing tigers? Like, who woke up and said, let me just test all the tigers in the Bronx Zoo and see if they, if they got COVID-19. Well, one of the damn tigers came back with COVID-19. So Cardi B came on the post and she was like, who's to blame for this? Carol fucking Baskins. Because it's like this whole joke meme. Tell me why the Daily Mirror made a whole story out of this, but then did not credit me, did not cite the source, did not say it came from my Instagram page. When they posted the story, when you clicked on it, it took you back to the Daily Mail. I blasted they ass. I sure did. Let's see here. Travis Timmons says, happy Tuesday, T. YT on that BS. I've been booted 3 times already. Thank you for the super chat, and I'm sorry that they're booting you. Hopefully we won't have any more issues. Let me go ahead and show you guys my screen. I figured some stuff out in OBS today. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about here. I'm going to get to that real quick. So this was the article that I posted it. So the Daily Mirror is saying, Cardi B blames coronavirus in Bronx Zoo on Carol effing Baskins. They made this into an entire freaking story. So this was just so crazy. Hold on. So there you go. And so in the article, it says, Joe blames everything that goes wrong in his life on Carol fucking Baskins, and the words have now become a viral meme. A story about the tiger testing positive was posted on Instagram. When you click this link here, it does not take you to my page. And Cardi B left a comment saying, I'll tell you how, Carol effing Baskins. So this was the initial story on Lovelyty's Instagram where I, posted this story. We had over 400 comments. Cardi comes on there and she leaves that comment, and she had everybody on my Instagram page cracking up laughing. It's like, how hard is it to give me credit? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's so messed up. It's like, how hard is it to just be like, oh, that came from Lovelyti? You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't want to give me credit, but they sit and they watch everything that goes on my Instagram page. So I like my page to be damn private, but I make it, I made it back public because I want y'all to share the information with your family and friends, so whatever, it's public now. But that's why I hate when my page is public, because they just steal shit and then they're trying to recreate stories based off of what's going on my page, but you're not crediting me or bringing people to my page. And to the person who said, oh, don't be begging for credit. Ain't nobody begging for shit. It's what's right. And there's a lot more information on my page that's important, that's informing people, that I want people to see, besides the quote about Cardi B cracking a joke. So I have every right to demand that a site that's verified, that's a national publication, give me my credit. Because they wouldn't have did that shit to CNN. They wouldn't have did it to MSNBC. I done seen so many of my things that I've talked about, stuff that I've written. The mainstream media will watch my page, and then the next day it's a mainstream story. And it's very, very frustrating, because there's no true journalism. The Daily Mail, the Daily Mirror, they all do the same nonsense. Let me read some of these super chats here. We got a whole bunch. Shout out new member, Sharice MD. Thank you for joining the membership, sis. Dominique Farrell says, oh my God, T, this is my first time on live. Been watching since 2014. I put all my coworkers on. I'm a nurse. I live in South Jersey. Our town hasn't been hit as hard. I love your work. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you so much, sis. Thanks for the super chat. And thank you for being a nurse and an essential worker. We definitely appreciate you. So thank you so much. Let's see here. Daphne Strange Phrase says, I'm in Massachusetts. Me and my family love you and joined the membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Daphne. Shaparis Ross says, T, I've been watching you since 2015. Can you please tell people the stimulus checks isn't free money from the government? It's an advancement on next year's taxes. Love you. I have been hearing that. And I'm also hearing that there's certain stipulations with the stimulus check. People won't start getting them until May. You also have to have a bank account where they can deposit it. If you don't, you may not get your check until August. You also cannot owe any child support or, any outstanding fines, because if you do, you won't get a check either. So it's crazy. There's always a catch to everything. So thank you for bringing that up. C. London says, Big Three in the Motor Cities, which drives Michigan, is shut down. Many people are selling their homes in the suburbs near Detroit. Love you, T. Been watching since I was 19. I'm now 32 on May 3rd. Much love. Happy early birthday to you, honey. I feel bad for all the April, some of the March birthdays too, in the Mays, because we don't know what's going to happen, if you're even going to be able to have a birthday party. So thank you so much for your support, and thank you for that information with what's going on in Detroit. Shout out new member, Be the Beauty. And then Brianna Willie, thank you so much for the super chat. So yeah, it's been crazy, the stuff that's been going on. I had to blast the mainstream because I was just really upset about that. They done turned that into a whole story. So I'm glad that I now know how to use the caption display, so I don't have to use StreamYard because they had me sound like a robot. So I'm going to be showing you guys a lot of caption display here, okay? So now what I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about, this stream is about the mush mouths, okay? How many people we got watching? Okay, we got 4,600 people in here. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. So I named this Mush-information, okay? And the reason why I named this stream Mush-information is because I am sick and tired of the mush mouths, their bullshit propaganda, the bullshit they put out here for months and months. They were telling black folks, you can't get the coronavirus. That's a white man's disease. Oh, they're just doing that to, depopulate the white community. You don't have to worry about it. But from day one, me and my tea sipper in China, and that's why she reached out to me. If y'all don't know, she is a black woman. And she was like, she reached out to me and really wanted me to get the information out to the people because, again, like I said in those videos, we are always the last to know stuff. You know, this was a global issue going on in China. How many of y'all knew that before I started making videos, or before even other people started making videos who were taking it seriously? Most of us didn't know. I myself, I heard about it, but I didn't know it was that serious until she reached out to me and started explaining things to me, and I started researching. In the meantime, these same pro-black men were out here telling black folks not to worry, not to take it seriously. Let's not forget, even these rappers and entertainers. Waka Flocka was on a national radio platform in LA telling black people you can't get coronavirus. Ain't no black folks dying from that. And I blasted him and I called him out. Like, stop putting out misinformation. A virus is a virus is a virus. I don't care if it's HIV AIDS. I don't care if it's Ebola. I don't care if it's the common cold. Anybody can get a virus. None of us are superhuman. While I wish I was a damn X-Man mutant, I'm not. Okay, so we need to stop putting out misinformation. And what's so funny now, a lot of these fake woke ass mush mouths on YouTube and on other platforms who were telling black folks not to pay no mind, now they're trying to backtrack and motherfucking pussy pop. Now they're walking around with masks on and all types of bullshit after telling black people not to worry about the virus. Meanwhile, people who were taking it serious, like myself and others, were telling people, please wear a mask. Please take this seriously. It's like we were banging our heads against the wall. And now, over the past 24 hours, more black people are dying from the coronavirus than any other race in America. Cities like Detroit, New Orleans, and in Chicago, the death rates of blacks dying from corona is getting real. And unfortunately for a lot of us, we have a lot of underlying health conditions like lupus, diabetes, high blood pressure. So when we catch it, it's very hard for us to fight it. So I'm really sickened by so much information that was put out there. And now these same weirdos who are putting out the misinformation, now they want to backtrack. You feel me? And that's bullshit. And they need to be held accountable. And then people want to get on me and talk about, oh, why you not supporting the Dr. Sebi documentary? I have my own reasons. I don't have to speak on that. But when I tell you I don't fool with a certain community, I don't bullshit and I don't play. I don't do mush mouths, period. Let me read these super chats. Brandon M says, love you, Auntie T. Your posts are helping me get through this. Love you. I love you too. And thank you so much for the super chat. I'm glad that I'm able to help. Let's see here. Joseph Brixton says, millennials think everything is cool. Snitching ain't cool. Take credit for others. Hard work is called... Oh, taking credit for others' hard work is called plagiarism or biting. It ain't never been cool. Thank you so much. And I agree 100%. And it's sad that these mainstream publications do it all the time, especially to, small black media outlets, small black bloggers. They take our stuff all the time. They regurgitate it and put it on the mainstream. Then it looks like they're the ones who came up with the info. Grave Woman says, hey T, I'm a funeral director / embalmer in Atlanta. I love your channel and I tell everyone I know about you. Please keep up the good work and keep spreading the truth. Can't wait to meet you in person. Thank you so much, sis. And thank you so much for your hard work. I know that's not easy, especially at times like this with a lot of people passing away. It's very hard. So thank you for what you're doing for your community in Atlanta. I really appreciate it. So let's see here. Welcome new member Ashima Ratari. Thank you for joining the membership, Ashima. Shayla says my aunt and both her sons have it. They need to shut up. Exactly. A lot of people have it. Ellie Remy is saying shame on Walker for saying that black people can't get corona. Black people are dying and aren't able to receive proper funerals. Exactly. We are taking healthcare guidance from Waka Folks. Waka Foca. It's really sad. I mean, even think about it. Who were the ones, remember, wasn't that Casanova? And the Shade Room thought it was cute. They thought it was funny. He was doing the coronavirus videos and we don't give a fuck about no corona. And then what happened? Other black people in Maryland and in Jersey started making we don't give a fuck about corona videos in their little projects, in their hoods. So much so that one black man, the mayor of New Jersey, made his ass get in front of the people and apologize for his foolishness. So it's like these celebrities, people watch them and they turn around and emulate what they do. And Casanova was all the way wrong for that. He did try to come back and apologize, but it's like, what part of this don't y'all realize is serious? And people thought it was funny. And I believe that now the same arrogance and bullshit that people were showing a month ago, it's now, infecting these people and they're getting sick. Just like the beachgoers. Remember the little white boy? If I get corona, I get corona. Bro, you look like you have corona with them damn sunburned cheeks. Now what happened with them? All them kids who was down at the beach in Florida talking about they don't give a fuck about no corona. They're here to party. Half them damn beach people end up catching corona. So it's like, I don't understand like what the problem is. Listen to what the experts are saying. Even if you don't want to and you think it's a conspiracy, that's fine. Do your own research about viruses and look how they're able to control them. And that's by social distancing and quarantining and wearing masks. So yeah, it's really sad that there was so much misinformation being put out here by people who are supposedly in the know in the community. And like I keep telling you, most of these mush mouths are really pissed off rappers and entertainers who didn't make it. So now the new hustle is, let me go ahead and try, enlighten and, wake people up and take advantage of people who are just, emotionally invested into nonsense. So it's just sad. It's sad. Nana Nia says, my uncle just passed away yesterday from the virus. We are still waiting to find out where his body was sent. If you have any info on what they are doing, please help so I can at least help my family. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's bad. I've had friends DM me and somebody told me, like, this was just 2 days ago, their mother died from corona in the house. It took them 13 hours to come and pick up the body. So it's real. People are really dying from this virus. As much as I'm into conspiracies and everything else, we still have to use common sense. We can talk about, did this come from the bitch eating bat soup? Or this laboratory in Wuhan? Or, the white man trying to take out all the people of the earth? We can debate that all day. But what we do know is that there's real people, real people being affected, real people dying from this. And it's sad. And it's to the point now because there's so many bodies in certain cities, they're not even picking up bodies right away. So imagine being in the home with your loved one who's just laying there dead for 13 hours. Imagine how disturbing that is. So it's really sad. It's really sad what's going on. So I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for your loss. But thank you for leaving that comment, letting us know what's going on. Nelsley says the virus is set to take everyone down. T, I sent you a DM earlier. Please take a look. Folks, please be mindful how you alkalize your bodies. I get so many DMs, and that's another thing. People steadily saying, check your DMs, check your DMs. I get so many. I can only check so much. And if I check the DMs and you're not telling me anything new, I'm not responding. Like, I'm not going to respond to everybody who's sending me a DM. So a lot of times I have checked the DMs. I'm just not responding because I either heard the information before or I'm having a whole nother in-depth conversation with somebody else about the same info. But I do try and check the DMs. But, after a while, it starts to be overwhelming. Like, I have so many right now, it's just hard to keep up with. So thank you so much for that information, and thank you for the super chat as well, Nestle. Miss Obsidian Reloaded says, I need to get waxed and get lined up. Quarantine has screwed me royally. Girl, look, I got like 5 lashes left. Like, these lashes are about to come out and I'm gonna be going back to wearing strips. So I definitely feel you on that one. I gotta call my lash lady. I miss her. And I was telling her too, like, man, just prepare, save up your money, because they probably gonna shut you down because, lashes is not an essential business, even though for me, I love it. But, unfortunately, a lot of companies right now, barbershops, beauty salons, they're all shut down. Rosie Jane says, thank you, T, for sharing the truth. As soon as they started saying who was more likely to get the virus, I knew Black people would suffer the most. Exactly. And then because of the misinformation, it's causing even more suffering, unfortunately. So thank you for the super chat. Standalone 856 says, hey T, My brother lives in Florida, and he just told me that they are trying to open the beaches back up for spring break. All they care about is money. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that they're opening some beaches, even some in Georgia are opening up. Again, if they can open up, we can't control what the government chooses to do. We can't control what these mayors choose to do. The only person that we can control in the grand scheme of things is ourselves. So even though as much as it bothers my spirit to see black folks congregating at the fish market, black folks having block parties, having pull-up parties, it annoys me because it's like I know what can happen with that, right? But at the end of the day, I can't control what everybody else does. The only people we can control is ourselves. So if the beach is open, does that mean that you have to go down to the beach? Absolutely not. So again, that's where we have to take personal responsibility. Just because something is open does not mean that we need to patronize it or go there. So if you care about your life and your family, you just stay home and limit going outside as much as possible. So thank you for the super chat. Carla Ruiz says, hey T, I'm a nurse in South Florida. I love you and everything you do on your channel. What's sad is that doctors don't want to see their patients in person. They want us to do video calls instead. Yes, I've had a lot of nurses telling me that they've had to move to telecommunications, to doing video calls to diagnose people with their symptoms. And I get it. You know, it's a safety issue because again, you know, there's still not enough info exactly on how this virus is spread. I've always felt it was airborne. I've always felt that you could get it from simply talking to somebody. And if they're running low on equipment and PPE, it makes no sense to see these people in person if you can just simply diagnose them, you know, over the phone. You know, is that something that we want? No. But in these times, you know, it's very understandable. So thank you for being an essential worker. And thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. So let's see here. Sierra Jordan says, how do you feel about the slowdown of numbers in New York? Honestly, Sierra, I'm not buying any of these numbers as far as them trying to say there's a slowdown, there's a curve. A lot of these numbers are skewed, unfortunately, because half the people who are going to the hospital can't even get tested. So a lot of these numbers are skewed. So I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. That's good if it's slowing down, but it's crazy how it's now slowing down there, but then in New Orleans, Detroit, Chicago, it's ramping up. So either way, the virus is still here and people need to be aware. So thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see here. We got a bunch of stuff. It's already 6:04. So I've been out here for 27 minutes. Damn, time be flying. I swear it does. Let's see here. Sarah Estelle Miller says, did you see the leaked prison video? They are leaving non-violent offenders that are eligible for the CARE Act behind bars to die. I did see it. I watched it. Somebody sent me the full video. If you guys don't know, there's an inmate, and he don't got a cell phone in there, honey. And he's basically filming everything that's going on in the prisons. I believe he's in Mississippi, if I'm not wrong. I think he's in Mississippi, but I could be wrong. But he's showing how there's tents outside the prison, and they're basically storing these dead bodies in tents in like the prison yard. One of his roommates had corona. He's laid up, moaning and groaning. I feel so bad for them. They're just stuck in these quarters, and they're saying they need to practice 6 feet of distancing, but literally the room is the size of a bathroom. So how can you really efficiently distance from your neighbor or your cellmate, your cellie, I think that's what they call them, and this man is suffering from corona. And so it is. And we talked about this a few streams ago about, I think somebody's mother had DM'd me and she's really concerned because her son was in jail. And I was like, I don't know what they're going to do with the people in jail and in prisons, because one thing about prison life and jail life, people are in close proximity to each other. So if one person is sick, it's very easy for things to spread throughout the jails. And you have guards who are coming from the outside, because that's how these prisoners got it. Don't get it twisted. They're not going outside except for on the yard. And before this, they didn't have coronavirus in the prisons. What happened is that the guards brought it in, unbeknownst to them, because again, there's not a lot of testing. So guards are coming in to do their jobs, not knowing that they have the coronavirus brewing in their system. And now it's spread throughout a lot of prisons and jails throughout the country. So now this is a recipe for disaster. Now I know R. Kelly was fighting to be let home too on that same reprieve, and they told him no. So they're telling a lot of people no, and a lot of people are looking at it like, well, you shouldn't have did no crime. That's on you. You're in jail, and I get that. Okay, I understand. But because somebody committed a crime, and I'm not excusing any crime, because I feel like molestation and murder, those are crimes I don't excuse unless it's self-defense. But I say that to say this. Just because somebody's in there for a crime, does that mean that they should just die in a box and suffer, from coronavirus? Or should there be measures in place that let these people go home and keep them on, confined house arrest? But I don't know. I don't know how you solve the issue. Because then again, if this person's in jail for rape or murder or, fraud, should they be sitting, next door to me? So I don't know. But it's a very, very sad situation what's going on in the jails. So if you guys have not seen that video, maybe I'll post it on my Instagram later. Let's see here. Just sit and watch, pimp. Y'all's names, honey. Now even our politicians are taking it seriously. I'm from the UK, and last month our prime minister was shaking hands with COVID patient. I ain't trying to laugh, sorry. Was shaking hands with COVID patients and is now in intensive care fighting for his life. You are a blessing. Stay safe. Thank you so much. And that's the thing that's crazy. They weren't taking this serious, okay? Remember, a month ago, this was a conspiracy. This was a hoax. Trump too. Nobody was taking this seriously. We were getting clowned for wearing masks. I have tea sippers who were harassed in public, who were clowned. And now the mainstream media is demanding that everybody wear a mask. Everybody take this seriously. But for weeks, y'all told people, just wash your hands. You'll be good. Just wash your hands. And now they want to take it seriously. So I feel bad for him. I hope he makes it. It's so bad in the UK that the damn queen done came off her throne to address the people. They said she don't ever address the people. She's only addressed the people a total of 5 times her whole 80-something years she's been queen. So this shit is real when she gets up off her throne and she addresses the people publicly. Like, y'all damn it, stay home. Wash y'all's hands and wear a mask. I don't know what else she said, but she did address the people. I did see that. 9 Goat Savage sends a super chat, $21.99. He says, thanks for keeping us updated. You are more than welcome. Thank you so much for coming through. So, we have so many. Oh, all the UK people coming through with the super chats, honey. Miss Myself says, thanks for giving real information. I appreciate the knowledge that you share. As a young Black woman aiming to do tech, you are inspiring to me. Thank you so much. And we definitely need more Black women in tech. So I'm glad that you're going down that route. So thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. So let me go ahead because I've been on here for 32 minutes. We have over 5,000 people in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me show you guys some of this stuff on my display capture. So give me just a second because I want y'all to see some things that are going on around the country, honey. So if y'all do not know, let me go ahead and show y'all this. Louisiana police have basically apologized for accidentally using the purge siren to warn people, to signal them about the coronavirus curfew. When I tell you I do not believe in any type of accidents or coincidences, I don't. So this is what happened in in Louisiana yesterday.
Why did it not turn down here?
Ain't that some scary shit? I'm sorry, but you cannot tell me that was some type of accident. I refuse to believe. Y'all see that shit? They're doing that in Louisiana. Now, I remember a few weeks ago, somebody in Trinidad was doing that on the island. And they had their speakers out and they were riding through neighborhoods playing the purge sound. Now you got the police doing it and they're talking about, oh, it was an accident. I'm sorry, but somebody had to upload that audio to the dash to be able to play that. Y'all better wake up. To me, that sounds like a warning. I don't believe in accidents and coincidences, especially around this time. I'm just saying. That wasn't an accident. That was crazy. They got him out here trying to apologize. Now, we don't want your apology, sir. Y'all did that shit on purpose. Let's see here. Rocky Oreo says, "Hey T, just a home care nurse here in Florida, watching your live. You are the reason why I stocked up on supplies. I've been watching you for over 7 years now. You are beyond amazing." Thank you so much, sis, and thank you for being an essential worker. I really appreciate it. You know, I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, that so many of us prepared, got ready. You know, we warned our friends and family. If they took heed, great. If they didn't, there's nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? The only people that you can protect and look out for is yourself and your family. So thank you so much. Let's see here. Bree from NYC says, "T, I love you. Can I be a mod? I believe the disinformation about black people not getting corona threw those off who were sick and sadly left to their demise." I definitely agree. And I've gone ahead and added you because I know you're here like every week. So I appreciate it. Shout out to new member Alexis Armani and Kishana Sears. Thank you guys so much for joining the membership. But yeah, it's crazy. Grace Boyle says in the comment section, she said, "Did you hear about France wanting to test vaccinations for COVID-19 on Africans?" Absolutely. I posted on Instagram when it happened. And let's talk about that really quick. We're going to talk about the whole French thing. I do want to discuss it. Let me pull up the video. Give me a second because y'all got to see this shit. It's ridiculous. It's from a few days ago. So let me go ahead and look for it here. Okay, here it is. Okay, y'all go ahead and check this out real quick.
Si je peux être provocateur, est-ce qu'on ne devrait pas faire cette étude en Afrique où il n'y a pas de masque, pas de traitement, pas de réanimation, un peu comme c'est fait d'ailleurs pour certaines études dans le sida, où chez les prostituées on essaye des choses parce qu'on sait qu'elles sont hautement exposées et elles se protègent pas. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez?
Alors vous avez raison, et d'ailleurs on est en train de réfléchir en parallèle à une étude en Afrique justement pour faire ce même type d'approche avec le BCG, un placebo. Je pense qu'il y a un appel d'offres qui est sorti, il va sortir, et je pense qu'on va en effet sérieusement réfléchir.
Si je peux être
All right. I hope you guys are able to like hear and understand that. So this is my issue with that whole conversation. It's one thing to have table talk amongst friends, colleagues, scientists. It's another thing to talk about infecting people and testing vaccines on a group of people on live television. Ask yourself, why is it so easy to disrespect not only black people, but African people? These are two doctors and scientists having a conversation on live television stating, why don't we just test the virus and the vaccine in Africa? It's insane. It's like, are you serious right now? Now, he's come out and apologized. I'm not buying his bullshit apology. My thing is this. Why do y'all want Africa to be affected so bad? There are, out of all the places, all the different continents, coronavirus, it's in Africa, but it's not as bad as in America. It's not as bad as it is in Europe and Spain and in, China. So I find it very funny that they want to test it in Africa. You got people in France dying every damn day from the coronavirus. You got the whole population out there in Spain struggling to survive this pandemic. Why are you not testing it there with people who actually have the illness? Why would you go and infect people who don't have the illness right now, where it's not big in droves in Africa, but you're now trying to do the same testing over there in Europe? Do y'all see how disgusting that is? It's insane. And then another thing, then you had Tamara Housley, her husband Adam, the South Africans drug his ass. If y'all missed that shit, they drug him. He came out. Let me see if I can find his message, because this was just over the weekend as well. See if I can find it real quick. I want to quote him. I post so much stuff on here. Here it is. Let me show y'all this. They drug his ass, honey. Drug him. So this is what Tamara's husband said. He says, tonight I learned that 1 million body bags have been delivered to South Africa. It's estimated that nearly 8.5 million people have AIDS or TB in the country, and they are worried about what's coming with the coronavirus. Okay? So then he ended up deleting the tweet. He ended up deleting the tweet and apologizing. Now, what's so funny about that situation is that first of all, you're lying. Second of all, you're fear-mongering. And how dare you say they're going to need 1 million body bags to be sent to South Africa because so many people there have AIDS and TB. You need to worry about your own backyard, sir. There's plenty of people in America dying every damn 2 minutes in New York City, in LA, in New Orleans. How about you worry about what's going on here before you start diagnosing what's going on in South Africa? Because what the South Africans are doing that's not happening here, the South African government, they're not playing. They have some of the strictest lockdowns in the world. I had many people from South Africa DMing me articles showing in South Africa, they shut down. They're not allowed to go jogging. They told everybody, go get your food, go get your supplies at this set date. After that, everything is shut down. So for you to be sitting here putting out misinformation and trying to scare people and act like all these people in Africa are about to die, meanwhile you got more people in Europe and in America dropping dead every day, it's a bit ridiculous. I'm going to need you to calm the hell down. Look, Mama Perea says, preach T. I'm just saying. And, and I know a lot of people try to say that he's racist. And, I don't even want to go there with that. Whatever. To me, his tweet was not needed because it wasn't factual. So again, the mainstream media just putting out anything, not researching, not fact checking. This was the same media who told all of America they don't need face masks. Save the face mask for the professionals. But like I said last week, that never made any damn sense. Think about it. Matter of fact, me and the stylist was talking about this shit last night. He brought this up. He said, my thing I don't understand is how are we the people taking from the damn medical professionals? They're not getting their masks from Home Depot. They're not on eBay buying masks. They get their masks from like the healthcare system. They place orders through specific channels. So how are we in competition with them? No, y'all dropped the ball. Y'all didn't get enough supplies of PPE. Y'all didn't get enough gloves. Y'all didn't get enough masks. So then in return, the hospitals started going to Home Depot and competing with the public. So miss me with the bullshit and the information and the misinformation. Everybody dropped the ball from the top on down. This virus has been around and has been discussed as early as December. We are now in April, and now you have the mainstream media and the government trying to take it more seriously. I mean, ask yourselves that, you guys. How are we in competition with the medical community? They became in competition with the public. I've never ordered a mask from any healthcare organization. I've never gotten gloves from any medical supply websites. So how are we, the people, in competition with the medical community? Again, they messed up, and because they didn't want to be honest about their fuck up, what they did is that they try to turn around and twist it and blame people and say, hey, you guys stop going out here and buying masks. You guys are taking from these medical professionals. No, we were not. You guys dropped the ball. You guys didn't order their supplies. In return, they had to compete with the public. It's crazy. It's so crazy, the misinformation that's being put out here. Glitch the rapper says, T, I got a question for you. Do you think they are going to force chips in us? Have you ever heard of coding the numbers? It's something called gematria. Yes, I've heard of gematria. I don't know how to do it. That's out my league. But I have heard of that. I mean, I also saw that in gematria, And in Hebrew, if you put in the name Kobe, it like translates to convid. So something creepy somebody sent me. But yeah, do I think they'll be putting chips in us? Anything at this point is possible. Because I do know what they are doing is that they're going to start implementing digital passports. Okay. Bill Gates talked about this recently. And what they're saying is that in order for you to fly now, especially around the world, you have to have a digital passport. And on that digital passport, before passports, they just have your picture, you stamp what country you're going to, and that's it. Now with the digital passport, it's going to show if you have been vaccinated, if you have taken the vaccine. And if you have not, you will not be allowed to travel. So I can see all of this ushering in a lot of stuff. We spoke about it yesterday. Remember, a few weeks ago, I told you guys that automation was ramping up. And we've talked about automation here on this channel. We've talked about the transhumanism agenda and the robotics agenda and how they're trying to basically get rid of, humans working certain jobs and making them ran by robots. Then the other night I was watching CNN, and what was on CNN that I posted on Instagram? They are now using robot nurses to help out in hospitals in Italy. So at this point, hun, anything is possible. They are ushering in way too many things continuously. Every day I'm posting some new shit. And it's just like, ugh. They cut my stream. They just cut my stream. Wow. Let me try and refresh. I think, yeah, they cut my stream. Let me try again. This is ridiculous. Woo! When you speak the truth, child. Can I get some teacups in the chat? I'm speaking the truth. Do y'all see how they keep taking my stream down? See, they don't want us to talk about the real shit. The real agenda behind all of this. You see how quick they took my stuff down? Mama, oh yay! In my Umar Johnson voice. They snatched that bitch down. So we're gonna change topics. We're gonna change topics. They're not trying to hear that. But yeah, go. If you're not following me, for all these people who are just here randomly, we got about 6,000 people in here. All y'all who are here randomly, go to my Instagram page. If you're not blocked, you can see the shit that I post. But go on there. I post all types of information on my Instagram page. But there are robotic nurses now helping out in Italy. Stay woke. Yeah, I'm not even tripping. I feel so much better today. Honey, they could keep taking down this stream. I feel a little bit better. I was feeling really sick yesterday. So I'm not even tripping. I'm not even surprised. So I'm just going to keep going. I've been out here for 47 minutes. I want to make it at least an hour. So I'm just going to keep going with the info. Now, let me also address something else, right? I know a lot of y'all have been hitting me up about this whole TikTok thing. Now, there's a video going around. It's saying that, TikTok is, watching us and they're getting all our information. And there's this big fight here in America where they want to ban TikTok, okay? Hopefully I'm not freezing. It looks like it's in good health, so I don't know. If it's freezing, refresh. If it's frozen, refresh your computer on your end, okay? Because it looks good on my end right now. But I know they're kicking people out of here because my numbers are steadily going down. I went from 6,000 to 29 to 3. Now it's 3,200. So just refresh and come back. But I want to show you guys this video about TikTok. And I'm going to come back and break this down to you guys. So y'all watch this real quick. Hopefully they don't shut down the stream, but we'll see. Let me pull up the video real quick here.
TikTok just does not want to answer questions under oath.
Republican Senator Josh Hawley is slamming popular video app TikTok after the tech giant refused to appear before Congress for the second time.
What they want to do is take all of this information from Americans, especially American teenagers, and then ship it off to Beijing.
Wednesday, Hawley called for all federal agencies to ban the use of the app for its employees. He says tech companies like TikTok with operations in China pose a national security threat.
It collects the sites that you visit. It collects your search history. It collects your keystrokes.
That should give us great concern.
Cybersecurity experts with the Department of Homeland Security, FBI, and Department of Justice warned the data could be weaponized.
Creates a massive vulnerability of information that can be data mined.
Makes it easier to target people. It makes it easier for intelligence service to either recruit or hack into systems used by a government employee.
The Department of Homeland Security, the Pentagon, and the State Department have all banned the use of TikTok, but they say it isn't the only reason to be concerned.
China's certainly not the only one.
Weeds are growing without, in my view, an international strategy.
Democrat Senator Sheldon Whitehouse says the U.S. and its allies need to find ways to combat the threats and warn users.
Make the public know what the hazards are here.
Right now, lawmakers are considering several bills to ramp up oversight and block companies from sending American data abroad. In Washington, Raquel Martin.
All right, you guys. So you guys just saw that. Did it boot me off again? Okay. I'm good. Okay. I don't think I'm frozen. Lord. Hold on. Let me refresh. This is ridiculous. Like, it really is. But it happened so much, you know, like 2 weeks ago. I know what to do now, so I'm not even stressed. Like, now, just refresh and keep going, right? Because when it plays back, it'll be smooth. So it is what it is. So I hope you guys were able to watch the video. If you guys were not able to see the video, then it'll be in the playback. So let me go ahead and break this down, okay? And me and a few people talked about this because I wanted to get a few people's, you know, a few different people's opinions, people in China, people here, things like that. Now, a lot of y'all are sending me this because y'all see me on TikTok, you know what I'm saying, doing my little dances. I'm a savage, you know, doing the Beyonce challenge and all that stuff. And I enjoy TikTok. I'm really enjoying this app. Y'all put me on it. My kids put me on it. I'm enjoying it. So now everybody's sending me this video saying, T, you need to stop making TikTok videos. You need to get off of TikTok. Meanwhile, you're sending me this warning in my DM on Instagram via a company that's owned by Facebook. You're also crying on YouTube about this via a company, YouTube. All of these companies spy on people. That is my point. The reason why they're mad at TikTok is this. Let's keep it real. You always follow the money, okay? The reason why they're salty with TikTok, because TikTok is one of the few social media apps that's popping right now that's not owned by America. If TikTok was owned by Mark Zuckerberg or another American, you wouldn't hear a damn peep. Okay? They're only upset because TikTok is owned by China and they're scared about China data mining American information, as if these American companies are not data mining America's information any damn ways. Now, with that being said, let me be fair. I do agree that if you're a part of the government, if you're a government official or a family member or related to somebody in the military, like let's say like you're a military husband, wife, you know, kids of those in the military, I agree. They probably shouldn't be on TikTok. Why? Because they're working for the U.S. government and there needs to be security measures. So I agree. People who work for the government, who are military, they shouldn't be on TikTok. Neither should their families. But for the average American person who has nothing to do with that, you have every right to be on TikTok. Just like you have every right to be on YouTube and on Facebook and on Instagram and on Snapchat. All of these sites data mine. All of these sites take your data, they sell them, they watch you and everything else. So all this whole, oh, we need to uninstall TikTok and, you know, we need to ban TikTok. Have the same energy for Instagram, which a lot of y'all can't live without. Have the same energy for Facebook, which a lot of y'all are addicted to. Have the same energy for YouTube, which a lot of y'all are watching 24/7. Because they all do the same thing. This is about money and jealousy because TikTok is the new big thing. And all that money is, guess what? Going to Beijing, is going to China. America's not seeing a dime. That's the issue. So you always follow the money. Look, Wawa Mama says, true, true. I use IG regularly. That's true. Might as well uninstall everything. Exactly. That's the truth. If you're gonna be talking all this stuff to me about you need to stop making TikTok videos because you know that they're watching everything you do. while you're saying the shit on Instagram. You don't think Instagram is watching everything you damn do? Use some common sense. In my mama voice. Chair Arreo says, you're not lying. I work at Walmart. There's been rumors about them replacing most of the registers with self-checkout machines eventually. I definitely believe that they are definitely trying to merge man with machine. And this coronavirus is definitely going to up automation because they're going to look at it like this. Oh, look how many essential workers were complaining. Look how many essential workers came down with, COVID-19. Look how many essential workers got sick. But if we have robots, we don't have to worry about people catching viruses, calling out, complaining, putting us on blast on social media. So they're definitely going to use this pandemic to usher in all types of stuff. Priyo says, I'm on break right now and wanted to send you some love. Love you, T. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. And thank you for, if you're on break, that means you're an essential worker. So thank you for what it is that you're doing in your community to help out. It means a lot. Let's see here. Lori Joelle Johnson says, hey, Mother T, I've been watching you since 18 years old. I'm now 24. Working in international trade. Trust me, C-19 will change how we live. Thank you for keeping us 3 steps ahead and never stop. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being, for being willing to receive the information. Because if people weren't receiving it, I wouldn't make any of these topics. I wouldn't even touch on this. So thank you for wanting to receive the information. And thank you for being a long time tea sipper. But yeah, this is definitely going to change the fabric of society. I've said this from day one. It's going to change how we interact with each other. It's going to make you more nervous, more paranoid. I don't even think I can do large groups at this point. It has me so nervous. I was thinking to myself, if by some miracle I end up hitting 1 million subscribers, you know what I'm saying? I want to throw, a big party, a big celebration, with my subscribers and other people like that. But if I hit 1 million, I'm not going to be able to throw anything. Is anybody even going to really want to even come? Am I even going to want to come to my own shit? So that's how much it's changing us mentally, as far as how we're looking at things. It's really sad. And I feel so bad for these young kids, like my son's age and younger, because they're used to, interacting with their friends and their teachers and things like that. And now they're not able to do that. So that's going to take a lot of, it's going to be like a big toll on a lot of children as well when all this is said and done. VMG217 says, hey T, I love your channel. There's a video on YouTube about 5G in London. Taken down immediately by YouTube. It was re-uploaded and talks about what you've been telling us all along. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, they've been taking down a lot of videos. I now get sent a video out the blue, and then I'll go to check on the video and it will be gone. So YouTube, they're definitely working overtime to take down anything that they deem fake news about the coronavirus, even though a lot of this stuff is not necessarily fake news. So it's really sad. Let me see here. Camille J says, I love your videos about social media. You don't even have to have anything. If you ever Googled anything, your info's out there. Exactly. Thank you so much, Camille. That's the truth. That's why I always laugh when people are like, the whole TikTok thing. I just found that funny. So you're complaining about TikTok via an app that you signed their TOS, their terms of services. None of us ever read that shit. I know I haven't, just being honest. We just hit agree and then we sign up. So we've given them permission to do all types of stuff at this point. So yeah, it's really crazy. Arnell S says, hey T, just started watching your channel in January. I love it. My 23rd birthday is on the 10th, sadly. How do I become a member? Thank you so much, Arnell, for the super chat. And happy early birthday to you. It's going to be definitely a different birthday this year, but I hope you're still able to maintain and just, be positive and be grateful that at least you're here to see another year. As far as how to join the membership, I have no idea. Like, somebody help her. It's like a button or something. Legend has it. It's a button somewhere down below. And I don't know because I've never joined my own membership, but it's somewhere down below. So thank you for the super chat. Sunny D says, hey T, I bought tickets to see The Weeknd in July. And he's the only celebrity I've seen that hasn't postponed his shows yet. I'm a little nervous. Now, we were talking about that yesterday, me and the stylist. And I was talking about how this is going to start to affect a lot of celebrities. That's why a lot of them are doing anything for attention, and they're going crazy on social media. They have nothing to do. They need their attention fix. But it's going to start hitting them economically, because depending on how long this goes on, and even if they start allowing certain things to go back, are people going to be willing to put themselves at risk for a concert or for an event? So that's the part. I know Wale even took to social media, I believe, like a week ago. And he said he's lost thousands of dollars because he's had to cancel his concerts. And they've had to reimburse people back their money. So this is affecting a lot of people. This shutdown is going to be something that's going to affect the American economy for months, if not years to come. At this point, Wall Street is shut down. So this shit is real when Wall Street is shut down. And that's the part that's scary. Hopefully by July, the curve would have been flattened by then, especially being that that's my birthday month, honey. I definitely want the curve to be flattened. But, we just don't know. We do not know at this point. And then don't forget, they've been saying that it's going to come back in November around Thanksgiving. And that's the part to me that just makes no sense. Because how do we go from getting the virus, trying to flatten it, the virus goes away, only for the virus to reemerge in November? That's very scary when you think about it, because even with Ebola, when Ebola was running rampant, once they were able to contain Ebola didn't come back. Ebola only hits like every 10 to 15 years. And that's usually how viruses and pandemics work. They're supposed to hit big every 10 to 15 years. So why is it that this coronavirus is being predicted to come back again in less than 6 months? I've never seen a virus behave this way. And I've studied a lot of viruses. So it's just very strange to me. I don't know if anybody else finds that strange. I just find it strange. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. Ivy LaRue says, hey, T, I've been watching you for years. When you were doing hair videos, you should have 1 million subscribers years ago. YouTube is not the same. It's whack now. I only come for you. Thank you so much, sis. And, people say that all the time, like, you should be at 1 million subscribers. I should. But you know what? I'm not even tripping about the numbers no more, because at the end of the day, I still get my views. People still rock with me. People know who I am. I'm not dealing with a bunch of BS, like other people. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for wherever I'm at, and the sad part is YouTube is not going to push my content through the algorithm like they do other content. Like makeup people or, hair gurus or people who do pranks and silly stuff. Like they push that through the algorithm. But because I talk about, I do celebrity news, celebrity gossip, but then there's that other side where I can talk about some real shit. People understand where I'm coming from. People, I can make it where people can digest it. They're not trying to push that information through the algorithm. So, and that's just a chance I'm willing to take. You know what I'm saying? I'm not where I know I should be, but it's okay, because the people who need to hear the message, they're getting it. So to me, that means more to me than any type of numbers, any type of plaque, anything. So thank you so much for being a long-time subscriber. I truly appreciate it. So let's see here. Somebody else named TT. Hey, TT in the house. So TT says, you are going to reach 1 million subscribers. Remember the power of the tongue, T. Thank you so much. Thank you. And we'll put it out there. We'll put it out there into the, into the ether and see what happens. So thank you. Let's see here. Sydney Plant joined the membership. Thank you for joining the membership, Sydney. Shanty Panties. I like that name. I read it all serious and shit. Shanty Panties. She says, my dad is an MTA driver. Hobos keep terrorizing. Oh my gosh. Hobos keep terrorizing non-essentials. Take over the buses every day. The TWU Local 100 doesn't care. Kumo and them are liars. The BX. Okay. Well, thank you for that, T, honey. So she's hitting us up from the BX, and she's saying that all the damn hobos are jumping on there and putting the non-essential workers at risk. And that's what we had talked about last week with the bus driver from Detroit who ended up dying because that woman was on the bus coughing and carrying on. And my homeboy here in the Twin Cities, he's a bus driver as well. And I'm sorry, I know I brush my hair when I wear straight weave because I hate, how it just sits on my neck. But he's a bus driver as well. And he said, and right now in the Twin Cities, like in most cities, you can only get on the bus through the back. You can't get on through the front for, safety precautions. So, he's been noticing, like you would think, okay, there's a virus. Why is there anybody even on the bus? So he started asking a few people, like, where are y'all going? Where are you going right now? And do you know most of the people who respond back to him, they're like, nowhere, I'm just trying to see what's going on. Like, you literally have people on the buses, on public transportation, with nowhere to go because everything's shut down. So it ain't like y'all's going to the club. It's not like y'all are going to the cafe. Where are y'all going? They're literally just jumping on public transportation because it's free right now and it's giving them something to do. Matter of fact, somebody left a comment, excuse me, on my Instagram page. They work at Home Depot. They're like, T, if you see how many people are at Home Depot just walking around aimlessly, I said, well, what are they doing? She said she asked a few of them, but what do you need? There's no more face masks. What are y'all looking for? They're in there trying to find DIY projects to do because they're bored. So it's crazy the stuff that's going on. Boredom has set in, and unfortunately, boredom is also dragging some people out the house, and they're putting other people at risk. So thank you for your dad being an essential worker. You know what I'm saying? We'll just pray that he stays safe. Because it's real out here. C Johnson 93 says, I will continue wearing masks for the rest of the year until a vaccine comes out that's trusted. Thank you for your consistent content. Love you, T. I love you too. And I don't blame you. And I think it's better to be safe than sorry. Even when they do allow traveling again, they're still doing traveling thus far domestically, but not a lot. But even once they do open up international travel and all that stuff, I would suggest that anybody traveling put on a face mask. Because like I told you guys, airplanes and airports are huge incubators, just like cruise ships. Because there's no open air source. There's no, nobody's really airing out these planes. Nobody's really airing out the airport. With airports, there's only one way in and one way out. So that air is not being circulated efficiently. A lot of it is just recycled air. So for me, that recycled air may still, contain coronavirus. You just never know. So I would still personally wear a mask, when I do decide, once they make it okay to travel again, I'm going to keep my mask on. Minnie Gonzalez Essence Corner says, they are trying to shut you up, T, the same way they are with Cyrus Persia and Al organizations. They took everyone from Google to Bill Gates to court. They tried to warn us about the virus months ago before it appeared. Thank you so much. I seen that court case. It's floating around Instagram, where they have, it's like somebody versus like everybody in government. They're suing Obama. They're suing Trump. They're suing damn near the entire government. So I did see that. I seen that floating around Instagram. Natural Yin says, oh my God, T, a drunk guy, his sister's pee from the what? A guy drunk his sister's pee from a toilet for $500 on Little Yachty's Instagram Live. You know what? I'm not surprised. Thank you for the super chat. He's just trying to follow in the footsteps of Wretch, the rapper I spoke about last week who had people eating feces on camera. Oh, matter of fact, Wretch tried to come at one of my tea sippers. She sent me screenshots. I'm going to post it later on today. Wretch, you need to sit your ass down somewhere. How dare you? She was basically confronting him like, you need to stop making people on your live stream eat feces. And he was like, shut up, bitch. And then all his demonic fans started attacking her. So she got the screenshots and sent it to me. You should be ashamed. And the fact that your fans are defending your bullshit, you are asking people to eat feces, and the fact that your fans are defending you lets me know that your fans are just as disgusting and demonic as you are. It's gross, the stuff that a lot of these celebrities are doing on their live streams for attention. Now, I don't mind the twerking. I don't mind the dancing because, people want to have fun. Hell, I dance. I ain't going to be twerking. But you know what I'm saying? I don't mind that. But I do mind when children are in the room and you're butt naked and you're putting fucking sparklers in your cooch. That I do mind. There's nothing cute about that. I don't mind if people are live taking shots. I don't even care if you're smoking a blunt. But all this extra shit, drinking pee from toilets, eating feces, that is some demonic stuff. That is stuff that they use in spell casting. Y'all be careful going to some of these live streams where they're doing stuff like that. They're casting spells. But let me get out that topic before they take down my damn live. Ms. Box, thank you for being a new member. Let's see here. Yeah, they need to shut down those lies. Like, I don't understand like how people entertained by that. Like, I have a very weak stomach, so I'm not entertained by just nasty stuff like that. My stomach is very weak. I'm the type of person, when I see something really gross, I can throw up like this. I've always been that way. Hell, I throw up on a tire swing. So I don't even see how people can go to a live stream and watch other human beings do that, because to me, how disturbed are you that you're willing to dig in a toilet and eat your own feces because you're looking for a celebrity to follow you, or you're looking for some type of like or social media validation? That to me says that you have a lot of deep-seated issues, and honestly, I feel bad for that person. I feel bad for them, because your life should never be that low that you're willing to do that for social media attention and validation. And when I see celebrities who have a platform, who have a voice, taking advantage of disturbed people and getting their shits and giggles, no pun intended, from it, you're a demon in my eyes. That's some evil stuff. That's evil. Devin, he gonna send a super chat talking about, let's see T twerk on IG Live. Y'all don't want me to twerk, honey. Shit, I be trying to get my little dance on TikTok. You know, I'm proud of myself. I ain't the world's best dancer. And to the people who get mad, like, you need to stop dancing. You need to stop watching my damn Instagram page and my damn TikToks. I'm gonna continue to dance, okay? I'm having my fun. Let me dance off beat and live my best damn life. Because y'all sit here and watch bitches put fucking fireworks in their coochie, so don't judge me for two-stepping. Thank you, Devin, for the super chat. I appreciate it. And shout out to my bloggers. Okay, let me go ahead. For y'all who don't know, let me show y'all this. Because I know a lot of y'all do here. I know some of y'all got sent here, you know, because Cardi shouted me out. So welcome. But for y'all who don't know, I have a website, Lovelyti.com. You guys can always sign up to be a part of the newsletter. Like if I hit refresh, the newsletter will pop up. You guys can sign up for it. But we post stuff all the time. Devin's one of my bloggers. We post things all the time. Different stories, 7-year-old making deliveries, you know, helping out during the coronavirus, the barber who passed away. So we try and put a host of information on here. A man arrested, bragging, we don't give a fuck about coronavirus during a live stream party. So we post a lot of information. So the stuff that you can't find on my Instagram, my bloggers are also posting this. So make sure you guys support, you know what I'm saying, just small media. You know, we're not CNN, we're not the Shade Room, we're not, you know, Boss Up, we don't get a lot of traffic. I don't even make no money off the site, but my bloggers are on there. They blog every day. They keep the information for the people. So, you know, please definitely sign up for it just to stay informed and in the know. Miss Short and Beautiful says, hey, Auntie, just showing love. My pharmacist and I be saying the same thing in Target. People just be walking around, or they just coming to see us. Yeah, you see it a lot. My son says the same thing too. People just walking around the stores because, you know, they can't go nowhere else. So they're like, let's just walk around Walmart for an hour. You know what I'm saying? With a mask on. So yeah. Let's see here. Kaya Kendrick says, I don't know why it took my other super chat down, but I'm an RN working in a COVID unit in Ohio. I was told that this week the need for vents will double. As of now, we have 17 patients vented and 32 plus patients were told to prepare for war nursing. Wow. Thank you so much for this super chat. I appreciate it. And thank you for everything that you're doing for the community. It's getting bad. I've been keeping up with the whole ventilator situation, and it looks like right now, you know, somebody told me in LA that Cali got sent like 20 bad ventilators. And so there's like this whole conspiracy that the Democratic states are being sent bad ventilators, and the Republican states are being sent good ones. And so the governor of California had to send those ventilators out to be fixed. I really hope that's not true. I really hope that we're not making people's life and death situation a political thing. It's bad enough these people keep going back and forth on the news and doing these news conferences, but ventilators, people should not be playing with that. That's something life and death. But that's what happened in Cali, if you guys haven't heard about that. They got sent 20 bad ventilators. So thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see here. Cia W says, due in 5 weeks. I have no face mask. Had to go and get food items. Everyone looking at me crazy. But what can I do? No Amazon food deliveries now. I have kids to feed, and the husband is an essential worker. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that you had to get out. And I know with you being pregnant, that has to be hard, you know, and especially with other kids and things like that. If you don't have access to a face mask, definitely put something around your face. Also try and find some type of filter. Now, be careful because you don't want to put anything that's considered a filter in your mask because some of them do have cancer-causing agents. So definitely do your research. But see if you can put some type of sheet in between, like a bandana mask, like, you know, just something in there to help kind of filter the air. And if you guys have any tips on what type of filters people can use, definitely put it in the chat. But, you know, try and keep something on your face. Even if you have to double up, just try and keep something on your face, you know, just for the time being. And I'm trying to work. Oh, my gosh, it went out again. Did it go out again? It went out again. I've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes, so I'm not going to be on here much longer. Looks like they're trying to kick me off. Okay, a coffee filter. Somebody said a pad. Yes, coffee filters are good. Just hit refresh, you guys. But yeah, coffee filters are good. You can put them in there as like a filtering, you know, device in between the band, you know, in the little slot for the bandana. You know, like when you, the way they do it, there's like a thing where you can make homemade bandana masks. But in that little slot, you can put in like a coffee filter. So, just some tips. Good tips. So, I think they're trying to kick me off, you guys. I've been on here for an hour and 16 minutes. I don't want to make it too long because obviously they want me to go. There's one more thing I want to show you guys. I think I hit up all the topics, though. I hit everything. To the people, yeah, be careful with the vacuum cleaner ones because that was one of the things. I'd rather say use a coffee filter because coffee filters are safe. They're proven safe. That's how you guys filter your coffee. I don't drink coffee, I drink tea. But that's how people filter their coffee. So I would recommend that. Be careful with the vacuum cleaner thing because one of my tea sippers said that she went to go make a homemade mask and they advised her to use the vacuum cleaning filter. But then something told her to read what it contained. And on the package, it said one of the ingredients was cancer causing. So be very, very careful with what filters that you're using. So I would recommend a coffee filter before anything. Okay? So just be careful because you don't want to make it worse, especially being that she's pregnant. Ariel, thank you so much for joining the membership. The Tude says, T, I sent another super chat earlier, but I'm watching you on one phone and church on another. I couldn't miss this stream. Thank you so much for the super chats. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's a lot of church going on right now on like Facebook Live and things like that, which is awesome because people still want a place to be able to, you know, talk to God and be around other like-minded Christians and Muslims and Jewish people and stuff like that. So there's definitely nothing wrong with that at all. Let's see here. Kim Star says, T, I've been rocking with you since 2014 when you were defending skinny girls. When Anaconda came out, I'm a proud tea sipper. I love and support your content. From then on, I DM'd you on Insta with some news. LOL, I love you. I love you too, and thank you so much for the super chat. Glad you've been at A1 since day one. I appreciate it. Desiree Nicole says, shake my head. They're trying to kick you off for speaking the truth. They can't handle it. Keep speaking the truth. Thank you so much for the super chat, Desiree. And yeah, they are. And it's a shame. But like I said, I think I got most of the stuff that I want to talk about on here. Let me just play one last video. Hopefully I won't get kicked off. It's Van Jones. He's going off. He's in his feelings. So I'm going to play you this. Give me just a second. He's going off about the black community not taking it seriously. And he's also holding some of these entertainers to task as well. So y'all go ahead and check this out. Give me just a moment here. Let me turn this down so it doesn't echo.
In conversation with the governor yesterday, I know that he is well intentioned, but here's a reality. We got off on the wrong foot here from a media point of view and from a community point of view. everybody started saying in the black community, this is a white folks thing. You're hearing about white folks in nursing homes. You're hearing about white folks who went to China. And in fact, a rumor got started that black people were literally immune to this disease. That was all over the internet. Started off as a joke. People took it seriously. And in fact, you've seen this before with HIV. Oh, HIV, that's just for gay people. I don't have to worry about it. And then it spread everywhere. This is a disease. The numbers for the black community are going to be completely different than the numbers coming out of China or Italy, because it's an epidemic jumping on top of a bunch of other epidemics already in the black community. We already have an epidemic of high blood pressure, which is lethal if you get this disease. Nobody's saying that. We already have an epidemic of asthma, obesity, etc. In other words, you got to start saying to your black relatives, your black friends, do you take pills every day? If you take pills every day, are you supposed to? Get your butt in the house and don't come out, because you are going to die. Well, I'm not 80 years old. No, it's not just age. In our community, it's going to be, are you sick? And black people are underinsured, underemployed, and barely healthy on a good day because of things that were just mentioned. We have to change the discussion. We can't say comorbidities. That doesn't mean anything to the people who are in harm's way. The people who are in harm's way, do you take pills every day? Do you got sugar, diabetes? Do you got pressure, high blood pressure, hypertension? You could die in a week. You cannot be here. You've got to start screaming this to the black community, or you're going to have a catastrophe on your hands here.
Okay, you guys. So you guys just saw that. I'm glad it played through. So he was saying a lot of truth. And like we said at the beginning of the stream, a lot of misinformation was put out there by the mush mouth pro-blacks. And then some of these black celebrities who thought it was funny to, say, fuck the corona, I'm going to go do me. And, as lemmings, people followed in return. And now you have a big boom. And a lot of black populations around the country getting struck with coronavirus. And like we said earlier, it's taking more of a toll on the black community because a lot of people in the black community, they don't always have access to good health care, good foods. A Whole Food or a regular grocery store in some communities is miles away. The only thing they have is a bodega. The only thing they have is little corner stores. And a tomato in that corner store might cost $2, $3, whereas a hamburger or a slice of pizza might be $1. And so if economically you can't afford fresh fruits and vegetables, that's also something that's going to affect your recovery with this virus. So it's really sad. It's a very sad situation that now it went from being, this so-called old people disease. Then it went from being, oh no, well, young people are getting it too, to now the most fastest growing sector with this disease now is the black community. So the whole situation is very, very sad. It's very sad. And it's even sadder that, fresh fruits and vegetables are cheaper than processed foods. I'm sorry, not cheaper, more expensive than processed foods. It's easier to get a hamburger for 99 cents than it is to get a salad. It's sad. Like, you got to look at that. Like, why is that? And then another thing, I had posted this on my Instagram page before I forget. They're banning seeds. Let me pull that up real quick. That was crazy. Let me talk about that before I go. And let me know if I'm getting on y'all's nerves and y'all want me to get the hell up out of here now. But let me just give me another 10 minutes. Let me show y'all this real quick. Let's see, where's it at? Okay, so one of my tea sippers sent me this. She was in a private group on Instagram. And so they were posting this, and basically it says here, attention customers, by order of the state of Vermont, items in this not essential area are not available for purchase. Please use walmart.com for your needs until further assistance. Thank you for your understanding. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. So basically, as you guys see, all of the seeds are not for sale. So that was really disturbing to me. Did it go down? Okay. So that was really disturbing to me that all of those seeds are not for sale, because why would they not be for sale? Why would you not want people in this time? We ain't got nothing to do. Why not encourage people to start gardening, to start growing their own fruits and vegetables? Why not encourage that? Why would the state of Vermont ban seeds? So you can't tell me there's not some sinister shit going on here. You know, it's just, it's really crazy. And my tea sipper ended up calling because we wanted to make sure this wasn't misinformation. She called a few Walmarts in Vermont, and they all confirmed the same thing to her, that this was an order from the governor. They're not allowed to sell seeds. Seeds are not deemed essential items, which to me is crazy because I grow things all the time. I have my own mint plant. We grow cilantro. I have a little chili pepper plant. And then we also grow okra. And I know for people in apartments, I was talking to one of my tea sippers. She said she's always wanted to have a garden. Now, I have a big backyard and I have more than enough room for gardening, but I can't be on my knees. I have messed up knees, so I can't be on my knees and shit gardening, you know what I mean? So I've been wanting for like the past 2 years for somebody to build me a gardening box, a stand-up gardening box where, you know, I can stand up and garden. No one has attempted to do so, so whatever. So what I do in the meantime, because I don't have a stand-up gardening, I can't be on my knees gardening, get 5-pound buckets from Home Depot, Lowe's, those big 5-pound buckets, like they're drums, they're big drums. We used to use them to take showers when we were younger. That's how we grew up. But they're big 5-pound gallons. You put dirt in there, and then you put your seeds in there and put on your porch, on your balcony, and that's how you can have your own little gardens. So I use that to grow my okra. My okra grows in 5-pound gallons on my deck. And then when they come, you pluck them, you take them off, and they grow again. They'll just keep growing once you pluck the fruit. So just a tip for people who live in apartments or for people who can't like really get down and garden. You're welcome. I'm glad you guys like the info. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I just do little makeshift stuff like that. Nurse Nice sent a super chat. She says, "Hey T, I'm from Mississippi. Today they broadcasted from Jackson at one of the biggest hospitals. They have invented a novel ventilator using garden hoses and etc. items from Lowe's and Home Depot." Wow. That's sad that it's gotten that bad that they're having to piece together ventilators. It's really sad. But thank you so much for being an essential worker. Thank you for everything that you do, especially in these times. So we definitely appreciate you on this channel. Aaliyah Scott says, "Hey T, stay as long as you want. We ain't got nothing else to do." Thank you so much. I just don't want to make the stream too long for people who watch the playback, because there's always one person in the comment section, "Anybody about to watch this 2-hour stream?" But they come every time to watch the 2-hour replay. Well, thank you for the super chat. Michelle McKay says, McKee says, "I'm a ICU RN under quarantine. Please keep telling the truth. And yes, hospitals are quickly running out of ventilators. A lot of Black and Latino people are getting sick." Thank you so much for being an essential worker and for putting your life, on the line to give to other people. So I hope you get better. I hope everything starts to work out for you. And I will definitely keep telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? People can get upset, but everything I've been saying since January has been coming to pass. And I'm going to keep telling the truth, even though sometimes it is scary, you guys. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, sometimes it's hard for me to sleep. It keeps me up at night. But it's like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? If I don't speak the truth and try and help other people, I would not feel right. That would not feel right in my spirit. Like, if I had gotten all that information and just kept it to myself, like, that would make me really lose sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know what? I don't care. This is more important. I had to get this information out to the people. And I'm just going to continue to do so. Even though it may not be cool. It may get on people's nerves. It might be like, oh, this again. But that's why even on my Instagram page, I go out my way to mix up the content. Like, I'll do some serious stuff. And then I might, roast P. Diddy really quick. And then I might, post a video of me, doing a TikTok video. That's why I have so much different stuff on my Instagram, because you have to break it up. After a while, it can become information overload. And I don't want it to be where I'm always giving people information and it's draining them and it's making them sad. That's why I still try and mix it up. And, and even for me, for my mental well-being, I don't want to talk about this 24/7 at all, so that's why I even break it up with my videos. That's why this weekend I just did funny videos, talking my NBA young boy, you know, the Meg Thee Stallion video. That was the first time I had laughed in so long. And that made me happy that that video had a lot of people laughing as well, you know. So that's why I try to mix it up. And that's what people should do. Don't just sit and watch the news all day and curl up in a ball and, you know, think you're going to die. You know, look at other stuff. Watch TV shows. Watch 90s cartoons. Last night I was up watching old 90s X-Men, you know, cartoons. You know, I was watching the Phoenix Saga last night. I was up to like 4 a.m. watching that shit. You know what I mean? Having a good old time, reminiscing about, you know, how we would be on the bus in 4th grade arguing on who our favorite X-Men was and, you know, how much I love Beast. He was one of my favorite. And, you know, now as an adult, I'm seeing Wolverine in a different light. Because when I was a kid, he used to scare me. I used to think Wolverine was so mean. And now I'm like, you know, Team Wolverine. So, you know, just do little things to, you know, to just clear your mind and, you know, take a break from all the monotony. You know, you just got to do that. So on that note, I know I missed some super chats. I apologize. Arizona Smith. I love that name. Arizona Smith. She's saying $14.99. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate it. I love you too. It's T56. Thank you so much. So you guys, I've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and log off. Thank you guys so much once again for joining me for this impromptu stream. And again, I like to do my streams impromptu so that way we don't get harassed as much by YouTube. Even though this stream did crash a few times, it was not as bad as it was, you know, 2 weeks ago. So we just got to take it for what it is. But I do know that the replay will be a lot smoother. So if you missed anything in the stream, definitely watch the replay back, okay? So on that note, I'm out, you guys. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe. If you have to go out, wear a mask, wear gloves, do your research, okay? I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.